Big changes are coming to downtown Tinley Park. In this video, we're covering the upcoming development of Harmony Square, a new multi-use facility in the heart of downtown Tinley Park. Before we get into it, I want to thank everyone for stopping by. My name is John Sintich, and I make content just like this each and every week about all things living in the Chicago suburbs. I'm also a licensed realtor in the state of Illinois, so if you need any help making a move to or from the Chicagoland area, my team and I would absolutely love to help you. All my contact information will be on the screen as well as below in the description of the video. All right, let's get into it. So if you're a resident of Tinley Park or you live in the surrounding area, you like to hang out at Tinley Park, if you just have a general interest in Tinley Park in general, you're thinking about maybe moving here, then definitely stick around for this entire video because we're covering a hot topic, and that is the development of the Harmony Square project. It's being described as a multi-use facility. It's going to be located at the corner of Oak Park Avenue and North Street in downtown Tinley Park. Harmony Square is going to be constructed by a company called the Lakota Group, and it's going to be on 1.6 acres in downtown Tinley. Some of the features of this project that are going to be included that have already been divulged, and not everything has been divulged about this. We're going to continue to get updates about this project throughout its development. But what's already being divulged is that it's going to contain an artificial turf lawn, a 30 by 50 foot concert stage on one end, and a focal getaway on the other end. There's going to be seasonal fire pits, a splash pad for the summer that actually converts into an ice rink for ice skating in the winter. That ice rink's also going to have curling lanes. We know how popular curling has gotten over the last few years. At least not necessarily on ice, but a lot of bars have curling leagues now. So if you want to add an extra step of danger and make it a little bit more fun for these adults doing these things on weekday nights, ice rink curling lanes should certainly spice things up a bit. In the winter, there will also be a support building for ice skate rentals and a warming hut, they're calling it, as well as a host of other amenities that actually haven't been disclosed yet. So that's just what we know now, and there's more to come later. There are currently 2 concept art images that depict what it could look like when it's finished. One is a summer concept, and the other is going to be the winter concept. So how did this plan get set in motion? What's the history behind it? How long has it been in motion? What's the general history of this project? Well, we did some research on that. We're going to get into it now. The plans for Harmony Square, which have been in motion for many years actually, were finally able to have a catalyst to begin with the acquisition of the final and most important piece of property according to the village officials, and that is Tinley's Tavern. Now, in October of 2023, the village of Tinley Park actually closed on and paid $200,000 for the name and related assets of Tinley's Tavern, which, if you're familiar with Tinley Park, you've lived here for a long time. It's a beloved Irish pub in the heart of downtown Tinley. A lot of people were really ticked off to see it go, to see it close, and the fact that it's going to be demolished. It's a historical building. A lot of people aren't really thrilled about that, but the city does have a plan to demolish this building and build it anew. And they're going to be building it in the likeness of the previous building and try to keep the same exact elements, the name, the likeness, everything about it the same. Still, it kind of rubs some residents the wrong way, so we'll just have to see how that actually takes shape. But the village already owned the building. They actually ended up making a purchase back in May of 2023 for a $1.9 million piece of property, which included the building that houses Tinley's. Again, their plan is to demolish and rebuild it still as a restaurant and pub called Tinley's, still operating as Tinley's. And the village officials stated that they actually have sought for over 20 years to actually acquire this. So it's been a 2-decade plan that is finally going to start to take shape here in the next year. So what's the motivation for this project? Well, we dug into that as well. And what we found was the mayor of Tinley Park, his name's Michael Glotz. He stated that this has been something that's been in the works for many, many years. And his vision is that this is going to be something that benefits the entire village of Tinley Park and its surrounding community for decades to come. That's what he said. Those are his words. The hope is that the events and the activities at Harmony Square will bring the community together and function as the living room of Tinley Park. The mayor looks at it as a central hub where people are going to come and hang out and relax. Now, the village manager, Pat Carr, he chimed in stating that Harmony Square will actually support a lot of the local businesses in Tinley Park and the entire Tinley Park economy as a whole. He further remarked that Harmony Square will reduce the leakage of locally earned dollars being spent in neighboring communities. He wants people to spend money in Tinley Park, and he thinks that Harmony Square is going to benefit the surrounding businesses and keep the money in Tinley. The mayor also said that Harmony Square is part of a bigger plan to redevelop downtown Tinley Park, which has already been underway with the opening of the boulevard at Central Station and a lot of the other new businesses that have opened recently along Oak Park Avenue. So Harmony Square is not just going to be this open public space. There's also plans to develop housing around this area as well. The village has plans to build an adjacent mixed-use building. It's going to be called West Point at Harmony Square. The development will have 60 2 to 3 bedroom townhomes, as well as a mixed-use commercial and residential building with 63 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartment buildings. There's also going to be covered parking, an amenity deck, a plaza overlook deck that overlooks Harmony Plaza, general open space, a fitness center, an on-site office, and then the commercial side will have roughly 4,300 square foot of retail space. Now, this development's also going to include updates of previous infrastructure like streets, sidewalks, and adjacent utilities. So if you're a resident of Tinley Park, when should you expect this work to start? Well, if you drive through downtown Tinley on a weekly basis, you've probably noticed that the week of March 25th, which as of the time of recording this video is about a week ago, they've already started demolishing T-ins, and you should expect construction to continue on and off throughout the spring, summer, and fall months of this year. The estimated finishing date is going to be early 2025, and so if all goes well, you should be able to enjoy your first summer at Harmony Square in 2025. What are your thoughts on this project? If you live in Tinley Park, or you're planning on moving here, or you're just interested in what's going on in the area, you maybe live in a surrounding area, what are your thoughts on this Harmony Square project? I want to hear about it. Comment your thoughts below on what you plan to expect for Harmony Square, if you're into it, if you're not super into it. What are you thinking? Comment below and share your thoughts. All right, guys, if you found this video valuable in any way, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I make content just like this each and every week about all things living in the Chicago suburbs. Again, if you need any help moving in or out of the Chicagoland area, my team and I would absolutely be honored to help you. Just shoot us a call, a text, an email. All that information is going to be on the screen and below in the description of this video. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you all on the next video.